I'm just relaxing. Hi guys. Good morning friends. Amanda here, Bare Bones Living. Welcome back. And today I'm actually looking for a little advice. We raise these bourbon red turkeys and we have loved these bourbon red turkeys. But there's still a new learning process for us. We haven't had turkeys yet for a full year. We got them like April maybe. I think we got them in April. So they're almost a year old. I think maybe they were born in March. I don't know. They're about a year old. And this is the first spring that they have been mature. And I got an awesome surprise this morning. And that was that I found 2 turkey eggs. Our first 2 turkey eggs that we have had on our farm. And I'm assuming, so we have the 2 different lines in this flock. We have the big tom and the 2 big hens. And they are from one litter, that's one bloodline. So the big tom has the 2 big females are his sisters. And then in the second line, we have 1 hen and 2 toms. And so it works out perfectly that the 2 big toms, or the 2 little toms, excuse me, the 2 little toms can be mated to the 2 big hens, and then we won't be crossing bloodlines. And then the big tom can go with the little hen, and we won't be crossing bloodlines. And you can breed, I mean, I don't know like all the specifics yet because we've never bred turkeys, but I do believe you can grow out, like if we just left them all together, we could grow out all of those turkeys that they hatch or that they produce. You could grow them out to eat them. But for breeding purposes, you don't want to mix the bloodlines. You want to keep that clean. So with these 2 eggs, what my plan was, and we knew that this was coming. I could tell that they were getting ready. I noticed that Mike actually witnessed our tom mating. He couldn't tell which one he was mating at the time. It was far away. He did see him mount one of the girls. So we knew that was coming. And then I found feathers, some of the under feathers, just some white, it looked like belly feathers or something like that, under their house or their sleeping quarters, I guess. All pulled out and kind of in a clump on the ground. And I was like, I think that they're starting to nest. They're acting a little bit different. We've seen the tom mate. It's coming time. And so our plan is to separate these 2, keep the big tom with the little girl, the little hen, and then leave the other 4 in here. We're going to take the big tom with the little hen and move them to the original turkey enclosure that we have once we reinforce the structure and put a hot wire up. Looks like everyone's come over to say hi. I'm going to check me out. So once we get that enclosure all fixed and actually secure again, we're gonna take him and her and put them back into the other enclosure and then leave the other 4 in here. So when I found those eggs this morning, they were 2 separate, they dug like a little ditch over here, but the egg was not in the ditch. It was just in the grass right over there, in the leaves that have accumulated at the edge. And I don't like that they're laying on the edge because then something could possibly reach in and grab it. And then the other one was over there, also in the leaves and more hidden. And that's unfortunately the one that got broken. So we only have 1 viable egg. The other one was broken. But these 2 ladies, these are our bigger girls right here. That one and that one. And I don't know if one of them laid both or if they each laid 1. But I'm assuming it was them, not the little one. Because they are older and a little bit more mature. So I did take the egg away and I dated it, and we are going to incubate it. So this is where I could go for some advice. So you see their area where they are. They're in this electric fence. They have a mobile coop, if you will, but it is not protected really in any way. As far as shelter goes. I did just bring this straw bale out, like one of those little sections of a straw bale, hoping that they will make a nest out of that. And I put it in the middle. It was next to, that was where I had their enclosure right up next to it, and then it was rolling down the hill, so I moved it over and it's not next to it anymore. But I'm hoping that they'll use it. I don't, like I said, I don't want them, like, they had it like right inside of this fencing, but on that side, obviously. So I don't like that. I don't want something to come in and grab it. But this is all the nesting area that I have for them. And I have seen others say that, you know, they've gone through elaborate efforts to provide a nest box, a nesting area for their girls, and then their girls just decide that they're going to just make their own nest and lay wherever they're going to. Neither one of them was anywhere near the eggs when I found them, so they're not sitting on them. But I think, from my knowledge so far, I feel like they lay one like every day for like a week or 2 or something like that, and then once they have a clutch of eggs, then they sit on it. They did notice when I took them away, they were looking for them, and people have had varying results of their turkeys being able to raise their babies or sit on them and actually incubate them. So since we aren't really ready, we don't have them separated, we don't know if that's an egg that if it is fertile, it could be fertilized by her brother. So that's what we're going to treat it as, and that'll be an eaten turkey. So we were going to incubate a few and then let them try to raise up a few of their own. So is there anything else that I can do in this? This is where the 4 are going to stay. Will the sisters lay their eggs in the same nest? Will they create separate nests? Will they just wait to sit on the eggs until they have a clutch of them? Will they co-incubate and co-mommy? And is there anything else I should do or try to give them, or is the effort moot and they're just gonna do whatever the heck they're gonna do? Those are my questions. And I guess my other question is, so I plan on leaving the toms with the hens the whole time that they are laying the eggs, incubating the eggs, even when the babies hatch. Like, I don't plan on removing the toms. Is that a mistake? And then our also plan is that, learning from our previous experience of removing the toms, once we pull our big tom out, he can no longer be reintroduced to the little toms because they will fight to the death. And there's 2 of them and 1 of him. So I have a feeling I know which way that's going to go. And so far we like how he's grown. They are younger, but supposedly only by a month. We think maybe longer. I don't know. These toms don't seem like they have grown as big, as fast, as full. But it's hard to tell because we're basing them off of the first batch of turkeys that we got, which are at least a month older. So we were planning on, after this breeding season and after they've done their job, dispatching these other 2 toms, the smaller toms, and having them for our food, and just keeping around Big Daddy over there. He'll be our tom. We're not so concerned about reintroducing the little hen and the big tom with his sisters, because there's not the dominance thing. So if I have to take the toms, if I have to separate the toms from the hens once they start trying to be mommy, then I guess we're going to have to dispatch these toms earlier than we had planned. All questions that we still have to answer. So we're always learning, always changing our plans, pivoting if we need to. And I was not fully expecting to have to collect eggs, but like I said, I did bring it inside, and I wrote today's date, and we were not here this weekend, so it could have been laid yesterday or on Saturday. So it could be a 2-day-old egg. I'm not really sure. It could have been the same hen could have laid 2 days in a row. But I just put today's date on it because that's when I found it. And I guess we're gonna start our incubation experiment sooner than we had planned, because we have also never incubated eggs before. So all the new things, all the learning, but spring is in the air. This is so exciting. We knew it was coming, and this just definitely lights that fire under us to get these things that we have been discussing and mulling over, kicks it into high gear for us and makes it right now. So I will keep you guys up to date on our progress with it. If you have any helpful information or words of wisdom, I would love to hear them, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Look at this cute little kitty. Look at that cute little kitty. Are you loving it? Yeah, you're so cute. Wow. Yeah, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I know you don't always stop. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.